No sunrise today. It's actually spitting out, drizzling, well overdue here in northern Florida. So don't expect something to come over my shoulder. It would have risen 15, 20 minutes ago officially. Then it would probably be emerging in about 5 to 10 minutes. It's not going to emerge. Just a couple minutes here for a sunrise report. You can see the topic. You can see the links. The important thing is that I'm getting this information, first of all, courtesy of Gateway Pundit. French presidential candidate Emmanuel Macron has been accused recently of tax evasion. And then more information is coming out via 4chan. Macron's denied this, but there are new documents out courtesy of 4chan. You know, I guess 2 days ago it was at, how do you even pronounce it, /poll/. There was a thread, and 4chan, of course, was notorious for unmasking Antifa. It uploaded proof, or so they say, of Macron's tax evasion, various documents. Jim Hoff provides these documents. One is something, his operating agreement with something called La Providence LLC. Document 2 shows that the banking associate Brian Hydes is located in the Cayman Islands. I guess some of the things is he's saying that, no, I don't have any offshore accounts in the Bahamas, when the issue is his offshore accounts in the Cayman Islands, very weaselly. An image which is showing that he's hiding income and assets in the Caymans. Second image, which is the details of his financial dealings. A couple days later, this is what Jim Hoff wrote. The meme magic exploded this into the mainstream in France, and it became a major article on Le Monde. Initially, there was a snafu. Again, I'm reading from the Gateway Pundit here, regarding the images of the documents, with people claiming they were photoshopped because of some compression artifacts. And then, look, it's technical. And this was due to the fact that the source who leaked the documents was not a technical guy, and he simply turned the images into a PDF, which wrecked the images. Okay, technical stuff, but that's 4chan for you. The media continues to repeat, as I mentioned before, the line Macron uttered, which was, I don't have an account in the Bahamas. And he's right, he has an account in the Cayman Islands. Good writing there, Jim Hoff. Note, Macron denied that he was concealing assets, hiding offshore accounts or inheritances from French authorities, even as his opponent, Francois Fillon, that's the more conservative candidate. Of course, they call people who are center-right extreme conservatives. That's what the media does in Europe. Even as his opponent, Francois Fillon, became mired in similar allegations. Then there's further document analysis at Got News. I give you the link there. It's heavy on details. I'm not going to read it. It just won't make a good video. You can look at it and explore it if you want. After poll located, I hate this view. Why am I on below the waist? That shouldn't be happening. Well, I set it up, but you know, I'm just saying. After poll located the SwiftNet logs that go back months. This is again what Gateway Pundit writes. Macron's web of corruption was decoded. There is something suspicious about his rise through the deep state until he got to this position. Not only did Poll find out where his accounts were, but the extent of money he has hidden from the French government, a massive amount, what one would expect. Now we get to some tweets people wrote that are relevant that Jim Hoff thought to include. Poll is, I don't know, I'm just going to call them Poll, is working to connect the banker where Macron hid his assets, hoping to convince him to reveal more information. Gateway Pundit interjects, getting closer. Then there's a tweet from Jack Posobiec, whom I had on the show a few days ago. Let's talk about foreign influence elections. And then he links to Macron's tweet saying in French, the French version of "the hope is moving on," or some pablum like that, which is part of his campaign. And then he writes in the tweet, "Thank you, Barack Obama," or something nausea-inducing like that. And he has a video of Bathhouse Barry looking like his usual fey Popinjay self, and trying to seem more manly by lowering his voice at the end of his sentences. Another tweet from Jack Posobiec, auditor calls for Macron warrant after examining tax fraud docs. Finally, a tweet from Brian Bojan Gordevich. French journalists are in full panic mode, defending poor quality scans as Photoshop, desperate to try to save the elections, which were in just a few days. Now let's go to some of the insightful comments I found. That's where I think I'll add value, because there are often so many comments. I give you the good ones. Just two from the Got News piece. Or you could just use common sense and ask yourself how probable it is that somebody as rich as Macron doesn't have offshore accounts as somebody involved in the financial markets and who has a broad network of savvy connections. And then someone else writes, congratulations, President Le Pen. A lot more comments that are worthwhile at the Gateway Pundit, which suggests Got News deserves more traffic, so check them out. Someone writes, boy, Obama sides with a terrible candidate again. How utterly ironic. Response to that, his endorsement is the kiss of death. Clinton, Brexit, to stay in the EU. Hopefully this results in the opposite as well. Go Le Pen. And then there is a response to that. You forgot about the past when Obama tried to get the Olympics to the U.S., failed miserably at that too. Someone else writes, let's hope Le Pen wins. The problem here, though, is that this is France, where people have lived their entire lives doing the EU's bidding, and the EU wants the yes man. The last thing the EU needs right now is another national leader who wants to exit the EU. It could withstand the UK leaving, but France leaving would be the end. Another, I bet Obama and his cronies have offshore accounts. Every department is missing tons of money. Another, right after Barry's meddling video endorsement. Thanks, Barry. The kiss of death, just like Brexit, and someone mentioned that before. Response to that is, Obama kiss of death is amazing, isn't it? And then there's another response, and Hillary. Well, we'll see how much. I don't know. How much was Obama really trying to help her, or, as opposed to pretending to? Another comment, tomorrow the polls will have Macron 50 points ahead. That's how desperate they now are. Response to that is, and why aren't I 50 points ahead? You might ask, that is borrowing from what Hillary Clinton said during the campaign. Another comment, new poll this morning shows Macron 62%, Le Pen 38%. This certainly makes the journalists happy. In the meantime, France remains ever so divided. In my town, you'll find a poster of Macron with a bullet hole through his forehead in a town 5 minutes from here. In a town 5 minutes from here, Le Pen's poster was so desecrated that they had to take it down. That doesn't necessarily mean it was people living in the town. Who knows what kind of town it is. I like this comment from Tim USMC. This is why Macron is the establishment's pick, because he is dirty and people with dirt and corruption on them are easily controlled. All of these people are dirty and corrupt. It's what keeps them loyal to each other without question, because to rat out one means your reputation is similarly destroyed. What better way to keep someone in line than to have all their secrets at your disposal? Same thing with the Clintons, corrupt and dirty, to the bone. Anthony Weiner was easily controlled by them as well with his sexual perversion. Same thing with Obama, Susan Rice Podesta, the list goes on and on. Another comment, President Le Pen thanks you. 4chan, that's saying she's going to win the election. Let us hope she does a good job. All the right people oppose her, so I'd vote for her if I were French. Another, and we just have a little bit more, two things. He is a leftist, liberal swamp critter. Two, he is a wannabe politician. So of course he lies. You expected different? I'm all for Le Pen wiping this guy off the map and destroying his political career. The globalists are taking their antidepressants tonight big time. They know the game has turned. Le Pen will win and the EU is officially toast. God bless Ms. Le Pen and grant her a Trump-style victory this weekend. Another one, and I was right. It is Marcon, emphasis on C-O-N in all caps. And now we know why Obozo plugged an ad for him. They share the same island banks. Any chance Poll can get the same info on Obozo and both Clintons? Heck, see if Poll can go ahead and dig out Rice and Jarrett while he's looking. Okay, now we get to complimenting 4chan just a little bit more. 4chan did it against Shia LaBeouf, and they now have done it against Macron. I love this line. Weaponized autism can produce amazing results. And then the response to that is, weaponized autism? Brah! Good one. That's it. No reason to show you a sunrise because we're getting the rain that we need here in Florida. And, just one more interesting thought I have. I looked this up. You know, Angela Merkel in Germany is being mocked as Mother Merkel because of her compassion for all these Muslims who want to basically destroy Germany. And people like to point out that she has no children. Interestingly, Macron has no children either, which is understandable because he married someone 25 years older than he was. So it probably was impossible to have children. And I did look it up on Le Pen because I just didn't know. She got married around in her mid-20s, divorced in her late 30s. She's 49 now, or 48, or maybe 50. And she has 3 children. So just some information that you can read into that, whatever you want. I, of course, have no children, but I have been married. I would like to get married and have children again, but now is not the time for that. Thank you for watching.